crypto rout continues, with Bitcoin dropping another 2.5% to 3,700. It is now 82% below the high reached in December 2017. It's just below 4,000 at the moment. My piece over the weekend is Armageddon, Cryptogeddon, and Bitcoin. It was in an article on December the 30th, 2016, that I wrote my conviction trade for 2017 was long Bitcoin. Bitcoin was trading at levels around 1,000 going into 2017. My thesis was that Bitcoin and the entire cryptocurrency world, which had been very esoteric and something of a closed world of bug-eyed gamers and off-grid folks who wanted to throw the yoke of government off their backs, would mainstream, and it mainstreamed beyond my wildest dreams through 2017. By November 2017, Bitcoin was knocking on the door of $10,000, and on the 27th of November, I wrote an article captioned "Bitcoin, Wow, What a Ride," and advised booking the profits on the trade. A more than 9.7 times price inflation was getting uncomfortably close to outpacing the tulip mania. Bitcoin's price rally had spawned thousands of other cryptocurrencies which were sold on the same grounds as the greatest South Sea bubble prospectus, for carrying on an undertaking of great advantage, but nobody to know what it is. It had become a voodoo world where the promoters were like W.B. Yeats's Second Coming. The best lack all conviction, while the worst are full of passionate intensity. The price inflated further, reaching a high of $19,763 on the 18th of December 2017. By the 1st of January this year, we had retreated to 13,428, and on the 2nd of January 2018, I reiterated my point to get out and said I am no longer bullish Bitcoin. In fact, I'm bearish. At this point in time, I met folks on these streets who would pull out their computer and show me how they were making money every second. Look at that, they would say. And indeed, there was a number, and it was ticking higher. And they were mining Bitcoin. The recent cryptocurrency market decline has resulted in a similar drop in mining profitability and forced Chinese operators to sell their mining devices at a loss. Some mining machines are being sold on the second-hand market for merely 5% of their original value. Others would tell me I bought Nvidia. Crypto at this point was at peak phenomenon. As I write this, and this was on Sunday, Bitcoin is trading at 3,650. I think it's going right back to levels below 1,000. Merrin Somerset Webb, editor of the finance magazine Money Week and a long-term skeptic about Bitcoin, told the BBC the things the old fuddy-duddies have been saying about cryptocurrencies for the last couple of years turn out to be mainly true, that they're in the main vehicles for speculation, that the currencies in themselves have very little value. In most cases, their value is around zero, and that's where they're getting to gradually. We have yet to hit peak meltdown, the reason being so many folks espouse the HODL philosophy. And that philosophy came about by a chap called Game QB, who posted "I am hodling," a drunk, semi-coherent, typo-laden rant about his poor trading skills and determination to simply hold his Bitcoin from that point on. I typed that little twice because I knew it was wrong the first time. Still wrong, he wrote in reference to the now famous misspelling of holding. Why am I holding? I'll tell you why, he continued. It's because I'm a bad trader, and I know I'm a bad trader. Yeah, you good traders can spot the highs and the lows, pit, pat, piffy, wing, wong, wang, just like that, and make $1 million bucks, sure, no problem, bro. He concluded that the best course was to hold, since you only sell in a bear market if you're a good trader or an illusioned noob. The people in between hold. In a zero-sum game such as this, traders can only take your money if you sell. He then confessed he'd had some whiskey and briefly mused about the spelling of whiskey. I think selling at today's levels, frankly, is still a great trade. My target is less than 1,000. Have a look at this, absolutely massive market dumping on Bitstamp. These are massive sells for an exchange like Bitstamp. 3975. 2nd of January, as I said, I'm no longer bullish Bitcoin. In fact, I'm bearish. 27th of November, Bitcoin, wow, what a ride. A curve each of them feels unmistakably. It is the parabola. They must have guessed once or twice, guessed, and refused to believe that everything always collectively had been moving toward that purified shape latent in the sky, that shape of no surprise, no second chance, no return. And of course, then the article in December 2016 where I said the optimal portfolio at this moment looks like this, long Bitcoin. This is another chart after an epic rally last year exceeded many of history's most notorious bubbles. Cryptocurrencies have become mired in a nearly $700 billion crash. If you're interested in that story about hodling, I've got a link there from Investopedia.